Welcome to the Healthcare Provider Happy Hour. This is a safe space where we invite healthcare providers to unapologetically be themselves after the working day. My name is Jennifer George, and each week I will connect you with guests and stories that will help transform your stress to success and fulfillment. Are you with me? Grab your drink of choice and let's chat. Hey everyone, welcome to the Healthcare Provider Happy Hour. I'm your host, Jennifer George, and I'm joining you this evening with a glass of water. This is a podcast for my people pleasers out there who are much like myself in the healthcare space. It's really hard not to please people when you think about it. So from the moment we graduate to the moment our feet hit the floor and we start working, we have a need to please others, and a lot of our purpose and our value comes from helping others. But one thing that I've learned over the years is that you can't expect others to bring your purpose to you. You have to bring your purpose to them. That includes your patients, that includes your staff, your teammates, that includes your loved ones, that includes anybody in your life that depends on you in some way, shape, or form. Okay. The thing about being a healthcare professional is we have like hundreds of interactions a day, and I've said this before. So when people are asking things of you, I don't think there's an intention there to burden, right? I just think that there's so much going on that people are asking things of you without realizing how many times you've been asked to do something that day, right? So it can add up, and eventually you might hit a breaking point in a way, or a threshold in a way, where you're like, it's just too much. But my question to you in this, and I've had this conversation with other healthcare providers who've felt this way, like they're being stretched too thin, that they're not being respected, or that their values aren't aligning. My question to you though is, are you not only setting a boundary, but even deeper than that, are you expressing the boundary? Are you expressing what you are comfortable with, and are you expressing what you're not okay with? So that's where I find, even for me personally over the years, that's where I found it hard to navigate boundaries and people pleasing and trying to find that balance, because I'm a pretty introverted person and I'm very introspective. So it's hard for me to express. I kind of internalize everything. But now, over the past few years, I'm more aware of that, and I'm getting better at looking at my role in these situations, and whether I've made myself clear, whether I've expressed myself with genuine niceness and concern for others, and love and respect for others. And that's kind of where I'm at, and this is kind of a place where I try to bring others who have reached out and chatted with me about this topic, because we can't be resentful of others for asking so much of us if we haven't expressed the boundary to begin with. We can't blame others for that. It's a different story though when you have expressed your boundary and you've made it clear, and others continue to try to cross it for some reason. I don't think this would happen though as much if we did express ourselves more, but if it continues to happen, then you just have to be assertive in saying no. You can be assertive without ill intention, right? You can be assertive without not liking somebody, right? That's kind of where empathy comes into play. You can understand why they're asking something of you, but you can also express empathy in the sense that why it's not aligning with you right now. And hopefully the person that's receiving will understand. And if they don't, then that's not really your issue, because you've come from the place that you've come from. in a loving, respectful, peaceful place in setting the boundary, that you don't wish any harm or negativity there. You just want to preserve your own dignity and self-care and self-worth in that moment, that you don't want to participate in whatever it is being asked of you. And that's totally okay. We talk about saying no, and while it's important to say no, it also matters how you're saying it. And it also matters, the energy that you're bringing to it. Because if you're also on the opposite end, people pleasing in a way, so you're doing things for others because you're thinking that that's going to bring you more value and more worth, but you don't really want to do it. You're just doing it because you're doing it for others and not intentionally from a place in your own spirit that wants to help in that moment, then you're just going to grow resentful. You're just going to feel misunderstood. You're just going to feel unheard. So let me know what you guys think. Do you have a hard time not only setting the boundary and knowing your boundaries, but expressing them? If you do, I can relate. You can DM me on Instagram. My handle's at bestobsessed_with_Jen. Simply take a screenshot of this episode and tag me, and let's have a conversation about this, because, we have so many interactions each and every day as healthcare professionals, and it's so understandable that somebody would reach out and say, hey, can you help me with this? Or can you change your schedule for this? Or can you do something for me for this? And it's so easy to just want to help because that's what we're doing all day long. So we're going with that momentum. And then sometimes we think after the fact, after we've answered so impulsively, and we're like, did I really want to do that though? Like, did I really? But you haven't had any chance to react. So it's okay to take that moment and learn from it and bring it forward, or even say, when I said I would, I was just reacting. I'll do this for you, but I just want you to know that this was not something I really wanted to do. Whatever it might be that fits your soul, but it's okay to go back upon reflecting as well and to express and clarify what it was that you really wanted to say without any hostility, without any resentment there. I'm telling you, once you do it, it's very liberating. And I do believe that it brings people together, believe it or not, as opposed to being more apart. I often have said that one of the biggest signs of a toxic workplace is when the silence speaks louder than your voices. So consider that. If resentment grows and grows and grows, people just become really silent. So let me know what you guys think. If you like this episode, like I said, take a screenshot, share it, and please leave an honest review on iTunes. It's so easy to just scroll down, write a review, click 5 stars. That would be great. And write some honest feedback, honest feels, whatever it might be. I would genuinely appreciate it in moving this podcast forward. And until we chat next time, guys, remember to stay well and stay happy. So if you guys like this podcast, please subscribe and leave an honest review. Your feedback means everything to me. Your reviews are what moves this podcast forward, and I always appreciate receiving them. If you want to get a hold of me directly, reach out to me on social media. My handles are in the show notes, and you can always subscribe to my weekly newsletters at jennifergeorge.co so that we can stay connected. So until next time, thank you guys so much again for your ongoing support.